Today I'd like to offer you several exercises and stretches that can be really good for your hands and your wrists. In yoga we spend a lot of time weight bearing on our hands, which is not really what our hands are designed to do. That's the job of our feet. But we do take poses like our cow-cats, plank, downward facing dog, where we are putting most of our body weight or a lot of our body weight on our hands. And thereby our wrists and upper arms into our shoulders and then ultimately into our trunks. So today I'm going to offer you some exercises that will hopefully lead you to have happier hands and wrists so that you can enjoy those weight-bearing poses on our hands. So first we're going to do is just really wake up our hands a little bit. So you're just going to do a little bit of this. Okay. And then if you have arthritis in your hands or in your fingers, this can be a nice exercise to try. So taking your hand out, and you can do one at a time, take some circles, starting with your thumb, moving on to the index finger, pointer, ring finger, pinky, and then turn those circles the other way. I'm going pretty quickly here for this video, so I encourage you to really take your time. Then what we'll do is we'll turn the first arm over and we're going to take the opposite hand and hold on to the forearm. And this is going to help us concentrate some movements just in the wrist. So if we let go of the forearm, it's going to start to come to the party, and we want to focus primarily on the wrist. So holding on gently, we're going to start by flexing the wrist, drawing the fingers towards the arm or the under part of the arm, and then extension, sending it back. So doing that a few times. And then we'll take the hand from side to side. Do try to keep your hand relatively level. A lot of us want to go like this with the hand. So we're going to kind of imagine we're holding a hot bowl of soup that we don't want to spill. So really pay attention there. And then take your hand from side to side. You can do this several more times. You don't have to do it as quickly as I'm doing it and for as brief a period of time. Come to stillness, making a gentle fist. So not tight, 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 just a gentle fist. Take some circles. And then take those circles the other way. All right, arm flips back over. And now we're going to focus on stretching the carpal tunnel area of the wrist. And to do that, you're going to have your arm like this. You're going to have a slight bend in your elbow, so not a super straight arm, a slight bend. And then you're going to take a hold of your your third and fourth fingers. And you're going to draw those fingers back towards your forearm. And you'll start to feel sensation under here. So you can hold that for a few breaths. And then you can take the opposite action by pressing that third and fourth finger this direction, really, maybe even holding on to the knuckles. Again, a little bit of a bend in the elbow. Breathing there. And then if you want, you can shake that out a little bit. And then coming back, we have a membrane here between our two forearm bones. This is your radius and this is your ulna, and this is called the interosseous membrane. And it connects these two bones, and it runs all the way up and down here. And we're going to give that a bit of a massage. The purpose of that membrane is to transfer load that we put when we're in hands and knees or in down dog, things like that. It transfers that load from the hand and the wrist up the arm, elbow, shoulder, and then into the body. So it's important to keep that muscle. We don't want it overly stiff. It should be strong, but not overly stiff. So if you have maybe a harder ball, even maybe a tennis ball will work. I don't have anything with me right now, but I'm just going to use my fingers, and we'll start. You can feel this meaty muscle right here, and then as you work your way down, you can actually feel that space. For me, I can feel it right here between the two forearm bones. And what we want to do is massage, rub there up and down that membrane. And then after you move up and down for a bit, we'll also do side to side. You could certainly start with your fingers, and then I would encourage you to Get some sort of hard ball, a small one, and work back and forth. All right, that's everything on side one. We'll move all that movement onto side two. We already warmed up our fingers like this. And then what we'll do is those finger circles. This is particularly good for those of you that might have arthritis in your hands or in your fingers. And again, I'm moving quickly here. I would encourage you to move slower, but you're basically taking circles with each finger individually, and some are going to move better than others, so do what you can. Taking the circles one direction as you work down one side of your hand, and then reversing those circles as you make your way back up. All right, then we're going to turn that palm over, hold on to the forearm with the opposite hand, and we're going to bring the fingers towards us and away. Flexion, extension, doing that a number of times. Coming to stillness, then you've got that hot bowl soup, so we don't want that pinky finger to be dropping down towards the ground, so try to keep your hand as level as you can and move it from side to side. Good. Then we take a gentle fist once again, taking some circles, and then taking those circles the other direction. You can let that go. Moving on to the carpal tunnel area of the body, right around here. We'll have the arm facing down, a little bit of a bend in the elbow. We're going to take the third and fourth finger back towards us. Feel a nice stretch. You can do all of your fingers, but chances are you'll feel a little bit more sensation on this part of your forearm if you take just those two fingers. Then again, still have a little bend in the elbow. We're going to press those two fingers, maybe more touching the knuckles towards the underside part of the arm. All right, letting that go, maybe a little shake. And again, a little massage for this membrane that connects the two forearm bones. So maybe starting up here and kind of work your way down until you feel that space. There's that membrane that runs in all the way up and down the forearm. And you can do a little massage here. And then forward and back. All right, those are some examples of things that you can do that hopefully will lead to happier hands, happier wrists, happier forearms. So give them a try.